All right, bro. What are we getting done today?
It's the one from the video that you did to your son.
I want to do on my son like a low fade.
Yes.
Okay, so low fade all the way around. Leave it natural in the front. Looks like, or do you line it up? No, you line it up. You usually just leave your hair curly like that.
Yes.
And then just down like that. Okay. All right. Cool. Let's do it, man. YouTube, what's going on, guys? So you guys saw the consultation, and he wants the haircut that I gave my son. So he's actually one of the trainers at my son's jiu-jitsu gym, and so I thought it was dope that he follows Tomb 45, has Tomb 45 products, and this whole time I had no idea that one of the trainers at my son's jiu-jitsu was subscribed to your boy. So I think that was pretty cool, man. But anyways, we're starting this off with an initial guideline, and I'm using clipper over comb with my YS Park to debulk. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because his haircut is disconnected, and I don't know if I'm gonna do a dry fade on a disconnected cut. I want to do it into bulk so it really has gradients and it really looks like a really low fade. And so that's why we started off with clipper over comb, and I was just with my comb. That was my guide. My clipper was sitting against it. I was creating the shape that I was looking for, slowly but surely refining it little by little. And you can see we're creating a fade already, like, because we're creating graduation from shortest to longest by the way that we move our comb out from the head, or up, I should say. Okay, and the fine part of the comb, I like to say it's like almost a half guard, a little bit longer, where the comb itself, the other side of it, where it gets a little thicker, it's more like a number 1 guard, right? And so I treat it as such. And so below all that clipper over comb, I'm able to just go straight to the blade, and close it little by little until it's faded. And then we can go in and refine it some. Now, I'm gonna grab some guards. You can see it's coming out pretty dope already, but I'm gonna use guards to detail the cut. But for the most part, we just use a comb and a clipper. But you got to go straight up because his head curves, right? Because our heads are not big squares. Our heads are round, big spheres, I should say. Just by going straight up with this comb, as you can see, you're going to create a blend. You're going to create gradients because the hair, by going straight up, is going to get longer and longer and longer. Now, once you run out, when you're going straight up, you'll run out of hair to cut, and that's what's allowing you to keep the bulk on the side of the head that I want to keep, as opposed to just grabbing a guard and blowing through all that bulk, right? And like I told you guys, once I've done the fine tooth part of the comb, right underneath that, I could just use my blade open and then start to close it little by little until it's faded. The thing with these lower fades, it's a lot of detailing. To get it to look nice and fluid all the way through where there isn't a lot of dark spots everywhere, it is a lot of detailing. So we are making good time right now with this haircut by using this technique, but I am gonna go back and bring it to the next level with some guards. It's funny because I was just talking about in the last video where I was reacting to barber tutorials with no views. I was just talking about how take advantage of all your tools, of the technology that's out there to create the best, you know, work of art that you could create. At the end of the day, what matters is the end result. And so this is cool, this is fun, I'm having a good time doing it, and it's serving its purpose. But if I want to get this blend to the next level, I am going to use tools to my advantage. I guess I dropped this video. I've had this video in the chamber for a minute. I pretty much, like, I forgot about this video, but I felt like it was perfect timing to drop it, just so y'all know I don't need the tools, but I like to use them. Like, don't be dependent on technology. Be able to create a dope haircut without it, with just the essentials, right? But don't sleep on it either. Like you got to keep up with the times. You got to constantly be growing. All right, so now I'm using my blending shears. These are not thinning, these are blending. The more teeth, the more of a blending shear it is. And this is just gonna soften any lines in going into the bulk. All right, and now we are going to detail. Now we're gonna get this cut to the next level. And I'm just point cutting now, thinning out or lightening up little dark areas, especially there where there's an indent. Reason why I chose that technique was so that I don't take too much hair out and all of a sudden it's too light in that area and I gotta raise the entire fade, right?
Damn it, Tito. Another one?
Another one? Another one? Hey. I'm just playing. And guys, look out for my next vlog. I got some amazing new clippers, a whole new look. I can't wait to show them to you guys. That'll be in my next vlog, along with some nuggets. And I think I'm dropping that tomorrow probably. Alright, so once we put the C cup on, you guys already know how I feel. That's where you're gonna really put your picture in a frame and see your cut, and that's where you could really detail and get this cut to the next level. If it was up to me, I would definitely grow out the bulk on the sides, and eventually get to like a curly state, kind of like, I don't know if you guys saw my son's picture in the beginning of the tutorial, and if you really rock with the channel, you probably watched that tutorial as well. So that's how I would want his haircut to look. I'd want some more bulk on the sides into this low fade where it's starting to curl and gradually curl into the top as opposed to be disconnected, right? So that's what I would envision for him, and that's why I wanted to set up his cut like this. But I don't know if he ever kept it going so that eventually it could connect, but yeah. Because I asked him, if you notice in the consultation, I asked him, do you usually just wear your hair down like this, like curly like this? Because if he would have said no, usually I get, you know, I put it in a bun, or I get cornrows or something, braids or something, then I would have kept it disconnected, probably ran a number 3 or something through it. But because he says he lets his curls loose, you know what I'm saying, like, I would have liked to have seen it gradually curl into the top from this fade. Oh, that's coming out butter. Look at that. Put that C cup on them, detail it a little bit more, but then coming out blurry. That gradient is flowing into the back. It's nice and balanced. Look at that. You know how I always talk about not keeping the mastoid area too dark? Flowing nicely into the back. All right, he told me he lines it up in the front, so we clipped it. We're gonna clean it up in the front. We're not gonna push him back, keep it natural. Even from this angle, that low fade looking blurry. And it looks great, but I want it to look even crazier. So we're gonna enhance a good haircut. Look how that's coming out. Hey, I can't believe I forgot about this cut, man. I think I recorded this 2 months ago. Look, I was still in Studio 45. It was just starting to turn into a salon. If you guys don't know, at Headlines we have 7 locations, including Studio 45, which is a small salon that, you know, at first it was a creative space and now it turned into kind of like a salon. OCD with it. All right, so now what I did was I moisturized his curls. We're using a diffuser to dry it without making it too frizzy. This is the before, guys. We didn't cut any length off the top. This is the after. Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. It helps the channel out a bunch. If you like the cut, let me know in the comments. Smash the like button. I feel like that came out pretty blurry. See you guys in the next video.